Hi, welcome back to another episode on Transition by Itino Peter. I was unable to upload last week. I'm very sorry for that. So this week I bring to you guys a new topic. We are still on business, but this time around we'll be talking about how the government, the importance and the disadvantage of having a bad government affect the business and the economic world. As we all know, there's no how, as long as we're in a country, the government factually controls the affairs of everything, because a government parastatal, a government sector can just wake up one day and say so law must be implemented, and there's nothing we as citizens can do about that. Normally, our primary school journey, our educational journey is 5 years in primary school, 6 years in the secondary school. But do you know that a government official can as well destabilize the system? Can say, okay, now let's make the primary school to be primary 6, primary 4. And there is nothing we can do. We will align with it. So let's come to the business world. How the government affect the business world, the important and as well the bad side of it. In as we are a citizen, our everyday prayer and everything that we must tend to seek for is we having a good government, good leadership, because every policy, every rules and everything the government do when they are in power affect us one way or the other. Now, when we come down to Nigeria, minimum wage for workers in Nigeria is 30,000. It has been like that, but the purchasing power is increasing per day. Now, okay, let's say for instance somebody earning of 30,000 per month. Probably the minimum kids he has, like let's say 3. For how long will such a person save or contribute funds to even get a land or buy a bike for a means of transportation? You see, but now coming down to business, let me say food. Food is the major element, substance that we all can't do without, because everybody must eat. Now, a bag of rice in the markets at this moment is even more than the minimum wage. So how do you make people to survive as a leader? I'm not trying to say maybe our leaders are selfish, but at the same time we can as well term it as that, because if the leaders can't put the citizen in their manifesto as their own main priority, trust me, there is nothing anybody is doing there in the office. All they're just doing there in the office is to get the title, the name, because it's the citizen that put people there, that put the government officials there. Without the power of the people, there's nobody that can rule. But people tend to put their trust in a single soul, in a single person, that okay, this person rule us. So now coming back, how the government affect the business. Number one, when the current president came to the power, he said something. He said he removed the subsidy on fuel. Now, fuel was around 160, 180 as of February. Now, fuel is 850, 600. Some are selling it at 620. The price of things in the same year is now times 2. Where what you're purchasing for 2,000 before, you start getting it around 4K now. Just after that, the naira is depreciating every day. That is the effect of government on business. Yet the salary of workers, the money, the income aren't increasing. So how do we survive in such a country as that? You're managing yourself with your wage, with your salary, around February. But now that everything is now times two, how do business survive? If you go outside, speak with those transport workers, they will lament. They will tell you they're buying fuel of 12,000 and they are not even making up to the 12,000 they're using to get the fuel. Is that a profit or a loss? Whose account is that going to? That's loss. And for how long will such a business thrive before it's collapse? That's for transportation business. I remember when I was in the university 2020, I think 2020, I just woke up one day. I woke up, there wasn't para notice, there wasn't anything. I just woke up one day, one morning, and I saw that the government has banned the transaction of cryptocurrency via the banking sector. But do you know that this cryptocurrency is another source of income for some people? There are cryptos body in Nigeria, like TG Exchange. They have office in Nigeria, employed people there. Now, the government now made the policy that the crypto is no more legalized again in the country. Do you think if a company is not a strong company, when they fall, even if they continue to operate, that means the work of some people aren't needed no more in such a company. There's no big deal about that. A country that is struggling with high rate of employment now introduce another unemployed people. So for how long are we going to survive as a nation? That's that one aside. The another thing, same thing. I woke up that morning, they say the government has banned Twitter in Nigeria. There are people that their livelihood, their source of income is in that Twitter, that platform. Imagine if the government just say no more social media in Nigeria. A lot of people would lose their source of livelihood. Examples, the content creators. Because how do they expect them to start earning if they ban the use of social media in a country? That's how the government affect a nation. Before, if I have 1 million naira, I can start up a business. 500,000, I can start up a business, and in no time I'll pick up. My mom sells cement. I know the amount we used to buy a truck of cement back then compared to now. Even the amount she is using to the truck of cement, come on, maybe like triple the price of it now. As of early this year, cement was selling around 4,000. Now cement is selling over 5,000. So how many citizens can afford that to build house? So tribe aside, favoritism aside, please, when you're choosing people to come into power, tend to choose people that are competent enough. People that have your priority, that have you, what you need, that have your business, your academic, your health sector at heart. They're not just going there for their own personal gain, they are going there to serve you because they know that you need it. As at this moment, business sector, they are suffering, travel sector, they are suffering, health sectors are suffering in a country that's leader. So what's that the essence of a government parastatal if the 5 government states aren't effective? I saw the school fees for engineering yesterday and I was like, come on, I finished from this school 2 years ago. When I stayed in university level, I didn't pay up to 30,000 as school fees. Right now, the school fees is over 60,000. So what about people that are funding themselves? What about people that they contribute? At least the reason a lot are sending their kids, their child to federal university because of the school fees. Now, the federal universities are competing with the state university in terms of school fees. So where are we going to as a nation? Every day you come online, you see the rate of dollar to naira, and you just marvel that where are we going to be free as a nation? Naira is depreciating every day, affecting the economic part of life. Purchase three three products as at early this year with a certain amount of money. Such amount of money can't get two of the product anymore. It affects the business. It affects the business. And anything that affects the business affect the economy, and everything that touch the economic world of a nation touch every aspect of life, because the business world virtually governs everything. Someone that cannot purchase food again for himself or his family, will such a person concentrate in school? Someone that cannot afford some basic needs, in no time the earth will start deteriorating. And when the health is getting worse because there is no fund, tell me, in no time, when will the person give up? So, as at now, as long as we are in the world, the government virtually controls everything. So, please, let's tend to fine. I know it's the world. There's something we can do. People use different means to get to power. But I just feel one day we have people that have our best interests at heart and do the right thing for the citizen. Because a bad leader cannot lead the country, cannot lead the economy in the right way. Never. But a good leader will always look after the good of a country, of a nation. I'm running up with this. Whatsoever you vote, whatsoever you put in power, virtually controls everything around you. So choose carefully who you put in place of position. Thank you. See you guys in the next episode. And don't forget to subscribe, to like, and share. Thank you.